Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Misty here. Sure, I'm glad that you decided to come and join me today. I am going to go through my January project pan. I know I'm a little late to the game. I did mark everything at the beginning of February, so everything is accurate. However, I just have been real busy and I haven't been feeling the best. I figured I better hop on here before February is all the way gone and I'll have to make up 2 videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with cleansers. I double cleanse, so I use the Green Clean by Pharmacy. This product is amazing. It does get out all of the makeup, even my mascara that's waterproof. Can't say enough good praise for it. It was full at the beginning of the month and I am almost finished with it. I do have a replenishment, however, I am going to use up the rest of my Emma Hardy one that I have, just so I'm not so wasteful. Also this month, the Tata Harper Purifying Cleanser, my absolute favorite cleanser. It's the one I always reach for and the one I always have a backup for. I will be finished with this before the end of February. I do have a backup, however, I'm not going to open it. I am going to instead make myself use the Youth to the People Kale Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Age Prevention Cleanser. It's not a bad cleanser. I just prefer the Tata Harper one. Moving on, after I wash my face, obviously I would tone it. Then I go in with the infused lotion from La Mer. This is from the Genaissance line. I made a huge dent in that again. This is a holy grail for me. I have a backup of it. I always will have a backup of it. It's expensive, but I feel it's worth it. On the lines of expensive, I did finish my serum. This is the Regenerating Serum. I am currently using the Lifting and Contouring Serum. However, this still saddens me. It took a while to get through, so that's a bonus, but it's $345. Well worth it for me, but you know, I see that it's made a difference with my skin and I love it. So I would suggest that if you are in the least bit interested, stop and get a sample at one of your department store cosmetic counters. I did use up my Perfecting Treatment sample that I received. I do have a full size of this. I just haven't opened it yet. I'll use this sometimes just as a primer, or I'll use it in between my serum and a heavier moisturizer. I've been using a lot of the Cool Gel Cream from La Mer. I started out with 190 grams down to 187. It's a nice light texture, also very hydrating. It doesn't give me a dewy effect on my foundation, and I've been using that for that reason this month. This I use after my serum and before my, moisturizer like the Cool Gel or even the creme. This is a reparative face sun lotion with an SPF of 30. Another ride or die. I do always have a backup of this. I like it. If I wanted to forego having the moisturizer after this, I absolutely could, because this is that moisturizing. Strivectin. They are wonderful when it comes to their products. I love the tightening neck cream. I use this morning and night on the front and the back of my neck, and I just threw the lid. I started out this month with 131 grams. I'm down to 123. I have, I think, 3 backups of this. I got them when they were half off at Ulta. I still buy them at full price, but if I could save money, why not? For primers, we'll go ahead and start with Becca. Becca nailed it out of the park with this product. This is the Under Eye Anti-Fatigue Primer. It's got a nice soothing feel to it and cooling. I started out with 38. I'm down to 37 grams. I highly recommend this product. I love it so much. I do have a backup of this always. Sorry. Okay, my Tarte Timeless Soothing Primer. I started out with 90. and ended with 90 as well. A little goes a long way. I use it basically for my nose and beginning of my cheek and then on my chin. My absolute ride or die primer is Sisley's Double Tensor. It's $180. Very expensive. Started out the month with 58 grams down to 54. That's telling you how much I love it. This is the one I'm trying to get through. This is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. It's not my favorite. I've been making a little bit of progress. I'm going to give it to the end of March, and if I just continue to not reach for it, I'm going to see if my daughter or somebody would like to have it in my friends or family network. Okay, for my concealers, I use the Emite 101 and 102 Active Eye Light. The 101 is what's been matching my skin right now, so that's the one I've been using. I have not used my La Mer this month either, the concealer. I've used the Lancome only a couple of times. This is the Absolute makeup, Absolute Pearl, the shades 135 and W. I've used it once or twice. I always gravitate and reach for my La Mer. This is my ride or die foundation. Everybody has one. Everybody has a different brand. Each person is different with what they want and then how their skin reacts to certain ingredients. I don't find any creasing. I don't feel that it makes me look oily, too dry. I will never be without this. I always have 2 backups of this because if they ever discontinued it, I would definitely be sad. Okay, contouring palette. I didn't really contour too much. This is the only contouring palette I have anyway. So didn't use that. For bronzer, I did use my Guerlain Terracotta Sun Tonic in the shade 03 Natural. I have made a big dent into this. It's my favorite. I do have a backup. This was limited edition, so I don't think they sell it anymore, and I have to look and see if I can find it on Saks or Nordstrom's and pick up another one. For highlighters, I've been using the Stila Heaven's Hue. Really like this one. I started out with 57 grams, ended up with 50 grams. That's just because I've been using it pretty much every day, and then I've been using it on my décolleté. It kind of rhymed, huh? Ciate. This is the other one I've been using if I'm not using the Heaven's Hue. They're both very similar. I bought this full size because I received a sample and fell in love with it. Sorry about that pause, guys. I was getting ready to go into a coughing fit and didn't think you'd want to hear it. Okay, for blushes, I had the NARS Gulu. I don't even know how to say it. I'm not going to lie. Use this a lot during the month. I also chose the Balm Springs. I did buy this one in a full size. I like it a lot. And then the Tarte Insightful. I've used this. You're never ever going to see really anything until you're close to hitting pan on blushes. They just are hard to get through. You get a lot of product and you don't need to use very much of it at all. For powders, I use the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light. I don't really gravitate towards this one. I also was going to use this for my under eye and really haven't been using it. I've been bad. For instead, I keep gravitating towards my Sisley, Paris, the Irisy, and then also the La Mer The Powder. It's my favorite. For eye primers, I've been using the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I'm probably going to have to throw this away within the next month or so just because it's getting old. it depends on how you look at it. It's a lot of products, so yeah, it makes you feel like you're getting your money's worth. However, realistically, how much can you go through before it turns bad? For eyeshadow palettes this month, I chose the Chocolate Bonbons from Too Faced. I have used this and gravitated towards it. I've been pulling other palettes out and then using these colors sporadically. And then also the same thing with this Kat Von D 10th year anniversary. I'll pull this as a secondary or a supplement for an eyeshadow I might be missing with another palette. The one I have not been reaching for, which surprised me, is the Viseart Trist palette. The colors just aren't speaking to me, which is odd because I usually like these colors. But I'm going to see if I'll pull it out and use it a little bit more in the spring. But as of right now, it hasn't been getting very much use. For eyeliners, I've been using this, and I am definitely getting more for my money with the Makeup Forever Aqua XL as opposed to the Marc Jacobs. Do I like the Marc Jacobs better? I think they're similar, very similar. I just hated going through it so fast. And then, of course, still working on the Le Crayon Cool from Lancome in the color Black Coffee. This will take me a while. And then Fenty Beauty, because I'm black. This is the little sample one I got, and I do have a full size. I do really like how it glides on. I did not reach for my eyeliner pots at all, so I didn't use this, nor did I use my Bobbi Brown Union Jack like I had hoped. I think once spring comes once spring and summer get here, I'll be using this color a little bit more. For mascaras, I'm still using the Roller Lash. This one is newer. I just opened it last month. The Marc Jacobs I threw away. It was old and it was starting to just clump up and flake off my eyelashes, and it was just a disaster. Okay, for like facial mists, I use La Mer's The Mist. Used quite a bit of it this month. I use this or the Little Barn Apothecary Coconut and Mint Cooling Mineral Mist. I've used quite a bit. It's very nice. Gives a nice refreshment to the skin. I use it periodically during the day. I also use my Prep and Prime or MAC Fix Plus. I use quite a bit of that. I do have a backup of this as well. I do need to go and buy some more though. They keep going up in price. For setting sprays, I've made a huge dent with my Cover FX illuminating setting spray. I like this. I just don't always like to reach for it. This one I've been reaching for all the time. And this is the Ofra Makeup Fixer. I would compare this to Urban Decay's All Nighter. It doesn't have the lasting power that Urban Decay's does, but it does a really good job. At least it gets me through one of my my jobs, you know, and without my makeup looking like a total mess. This one, it's just having issues. I don't like it. I truly don't. I'm going to give it till the end of March, and if I am still not reaching for it, I'm just going to see if somebody, one of my friends or family wants this. It makes my face too dewy. It makes it look oily, and I don't like that. Well, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this today. Please hit the subscribe button so you can be a part of my community. I am going to start uploading a little bit more soon. There's going to be some changes in my life, so I would love to have you in my community. So please hit that subscribe button, and then don't forget to hit that bell so you'll be notified of when I do provide you with more content. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Again, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Bye.